Oh, hello.
Hi.
You must be Jan.
Yeah, I am.
Why don't you come on in?
Okay.
So, you here to get those taken care of?
Oh, yeah.
And how will you be paying today?
Well...
Do you have cash or check or credit card?
Well, I was hoping we could work something else out.
I think we can work something out.
My Free Implants. If the name didn't give it away, here's how the creators describe their site. MyFreeImplants.com is a social networking website that provides a fun, safe, and debt-free alternative to expensive breast augmentation loans. Here's how it works. Girls who are seeking funding for breast augmentation surgery sign up and create a profile. Then, they are connected to generous contributors who want to help them achieve their goal. Once the goal has been reached, My Free Implants matches them with an ideal cosmetic surgeon. My Free Implants then handles the transaction and makes sure the surgeons are paid. Meet Jan. Jan's just a regular gal who's sick of not filling out her shirts. She wants her dream body, but doesn't have the dough to make it happen. She tried working out, but that didn't quite have the effect that she wanted. She tried literally everything until she found My Free Implants. She didn't even think twice about signing up. This could be the solution to all her shirt-filling problems. Meet Jan's mom. Jan's mom is your classic overprotective mother who just wants the best for her little girl. She's heard about what a crazy and dangerous place the internet can be, and she's concerned about what information her daughter is sharing online. She doesn't want Jan to fall prey to any shady characters on the internet. She went to collect Jan's dirty laundry one day when she walked in on Jan using MyFreeImplants.com. Immediately, she was very concerned. Meet Marco. Marco's just a regular guy who wants to help people and support causes bigger than himself. He also works part-time at the seniors' home and has saved up some extra cash which he wants to put towards a good cause. Normally, he's volunteering at soup kitchens, youth centers, and homeless shelters, but he was looking for a new cause to devote himself to. While browsing the internet looking for ways to get involved, Marco stumbled upon MyFreeImplants.com. Marco had found his new cause, and excitement was building up inside him. Like any responsible users of the internet, Jan, Marco, and Jan's mom are fully aware of FIPS, and do their best to only use sites that follow them.
Huh?
Basically, they're rules for how companies should deal with your personal information online. The first guideline that FIPS outlines is for websites to be accountable, and by that, they mean having an individual in charge of handling private information that the site collects. This individual should be clearly identified and reachable by users of the site.
I honestly wanted to help these girls out, but I had some questions about my own private information. So I tried to find out who to contact about handling that sort of stuff through the site, and under the privacy policy, it doesn't show a name or even indicate if such a person even exists. It seems like the site itself is the only entity that is held accountable here. So what does that mean if my information is jeopardized?
The second recommendation is to identify the purpose of data collection. The site should indicate in their privacy policy what data they collect and what they use it for.
I was a little confused about the sign-up process, so I sent My Free Implants an email. They emailed me back saying that they needed my mailing address before they could respond to my question. But they didn't explain why they needed it. I hope I don't start getting Botox ads in the mail.
Furthermore, the website also links to third-party websites which may ask for personally identifiable information. But the privacy policy states that My Free Implants does not dictate or supervise the collection and use policies of any third-party vendors, and that My Free Implants is not responsible for the privacy practices of these third-party websites. The next guideline is to obtain informed consent. The phrasing must be clear and not mislead users into agreeing to terms that they don't fully understand. My Free Implants is fairly straightforward with informing its users what they are consenting to, But in order to have full access to the site, My Free Implants does require a great deal of personal information that users may not think twice about submitting.
If I don't give them my info, then I can't use the site. That's kind of like counterproductive, isn't it?
Another key guideline is to limit collection of data and only gather that which is essential to the service provided. My Free Implants says it may combine the personal information it collects with that of third parties in order to provide a better user experience. For the most part, this better user experience just means tailoring advertisements to its users. Limiting use disclosure and retention is another key FIPS guideline. FIPS states that personal information that is no longer needed should be destroyed in a timely manner, and this policy should be outlined.
I was pretty worried about what would happen with all of the photos and videos I've been sending to Marco. Does the website just store them all?
I'm also kind of scared that my mom will find out about my involvement and she won't understand I'm just trying to help these girls. So if I want to delete my account, how do I go about doing it?
While My Free Implants does terminate accounts, it is not clear whether or not the data is retained by the company or for how long. FIPS also recommends that websites stay accurate. This means keeping information up to date and current, and having a clear procedure for doing so.
I want to make sure that my information is protected and kept up to date in case I need to be contacted. But this privacy policy doesn't detail any of these procedures in place to ensure that. They only talk about what they would do in the event of updates to the privacy policy. There doesn't seem to be any regard for accuracy or helping me.
A very important aspect of FIPS is the safeguarding of private information. Websites are susceptible to all kinds of security breaches, and there needs to be measures in place for keeping personal data safe. Should a breach happen, a website needs to have a response plan in place.
They say my information is safe, but I have no idea what that really means. What if My Free Implants turns out to be like Ashley Madison?
If my information gets stolen, I'd have a lot to lose. My name, my address, my phone number, not to mention all those private pictures and videos.
My Free Implants says they use encryption methods, but it is unclear just how safe and secure they are. My Free Implants does not detail how they would respond to a data breach.
This website looks like it was made in 2005.
Additionally, websites need to be open and transparent with regards to how they use personal information, and clearly communicate this to their users. My Free Implants are vaguely open about what they do with users' information, but they only briefly touch upon it in their privacy policy, and nowhere else on the site. The third-party vendors and sponsors that they share information with do not appear to be named anywhere.
Who else are they sharing my stuff with? The privacy policy so isn't clear.
Users need to be able to make changes to their personal information. FIPS recommends that users are given the appropriate tools to make modifications to any data they submit.
My Free Implants is just like any other social media site. If I want to, I can change my profile, just like on Facebook, however I like. I can also change my address and personal information, if need be.
In addition to having a person to contact about privacy, FIPS recommends that organizations have a procedure in place for acknowledging and responding to complaints.
Some just made fun of my profile, and now that I want to report her, My Free Implant says that they can't do anything about it, or that it's not their fault I have a fight or something with someone else. Who can I even report this to?
My Free Implants does not do a very good job of providing users with help or recourse. There's a contact us form, but few other options for answering questions or concerns. They also claim that they have no direct responsibility over disputes that may occur between users on the site. They do, however, reserve the right to modify a user's photos, profiles, messages, or account balances without prior notice. After careful review, My Free Implants gets pretty poor grades across the board when held up to the standards of FIPS. It even gets failing grades in terms of accuracy, accountability, and identifying the purpose. Overall, My Free Implants comes out with a D. Actually, we'll be generous and give it a double D. Jan and Marco decided to continue using the site anyway, and both seemed pretty happy with the results. Jan ended up getting her dream body, and Marco felt proud to have helped someone out. The surgeon got paid, and as for Jan's mom, well, you can't make everyone happy.